Glowing star. It was another exciting night at AGT Philippines 2026. The audience filled every seat, cameras rolled, and the judges waited for the next contestant. The host smiled and announced, "Please welcome Sophia Cruz, 14 years old, from Cebu." Clapping hands. The crowd applauded as a shy girl wearing a simple white dress slowly walked onto the stage. Her hands were shaking, but her eyes were full of hope. The first judge asked gently, "Sophia, tell us about yourself." Smiling face with smiling eyes. Sophia smiled nervously. "My father passed away 3 years ago. Since then, my mother has worked as a janitor in my school. Every morning she cleans classrooms before students arrive. She tells me that education and dreams are the only things nobody can take away." The theater became completely silent. "What would winning AGT mean to you?" another judge asked. Sophia looked toward the audience. "It would mean giving my mother the life she deserves. She has sacrificed everything for me. Tonight, I want to sing for her." Red heart. The audience immediately applauded. Musical note. The music began softly. Sophia closed her eyes and started singing. Her first note echoed through the theater like pure crystal. Within seconds, everyone realized they were listening to something extraordinary. Every lyric carried emotion. Every note told the story of a daughter who never gave up despite life's hardships. The audience sat speechless. One judge slowly removed his glasses to wipe away tears. Another judge whispered, "This is unbelievable." Musical notes. As the song reached the chorus, Sophia's powerful voice filled every corner of the auditorium. The crowd stood up before the performance had even finished. Clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands. People were crying. Some parents hugged their children. Even the camera operators struggled to hide their emotions. Sophia gave everything she had. Every high note landed perfectly. Every word came straight from her heart. Then came the final note. It lasted several seconds before ending with complete silence. For one unforgettable moment, nobody moved. Then, collision. The entire auditorium exploded with applause. Clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands. Everyone stood. A thunderous standing ovation shook the theater. The judges were smiling through tears. The host looked completely speechless. The first judge stood up. "I've judged thousands of performances. But tonight, I witnessed something truly magical." Red heart. The audience cheered louder. Another judge said, "Sophia, your voice is beautiful. But your heart is even more beautiful." The cameras suddenly focused on the backstage area. There stood Sophia's mother. Still wearing her janitor's uniform. Holding a mop. Crying uncontrollably. When Sophia saw her mother on the giant screen, she began crying too. Loudly crying face. The audience couldn't stop clapping. The host invited Sophia's mother onto the stage. As she walked slowly toward her daughter, the entire theater stood once again. Mother and daughter embraced tightly. Neither of them could speak. Only tears. Only love. The audience applauded for nearly 2 full minutes. Then, one judge slowly reached toward the famous golden buzzer. He smiled. "You reminded all of us that greatness doesn't come from wealth. It comes from love." Yellow heart. He slammed the sparkles golden buzzer. Party popper. Golden confetti rained from the ceiling. Sophia screamed with happiness. Her mother fell to her knees in tears. The judges rushed onto the stage to hug them. The audience chanted together, "SOPJ! SOPJ!" Confetti continued falling as cameras captured one unforgettable moment after another. The host smiled through tears. This is why AGT Philippines changes lives. Sophia looked into the camera. I dedicate this moment to every hardworking parent who believes in their children even when nobody else does. Red heart. Millions watching at home were moved. Within hours, clips of her performance spread across social media. People called it Globe Showing Europe Africa, the most emotional golden buzzer of AGT Philippines 2026. Teachers shared it with students. Parents watched it with their families. Thousands commented that they cried from beginning to end. Sophia's dream had finally come true. Not because she became famous, but because she proved that love, sacrifice, and determination are stronger than any obstacle. Sparkles. Sometimes the brightest stars come from the darkest nights. And on that unforgettable evening, a janitor's daughter became the brightest star of AGT Philippines.